Yeah, so if we do something for Christmas Day, perhaps put a vlog up for Ian. And say, oh, hello. Didn't see you over there. I do apologise. Yeah, we were just discussing Ian's Christmas Day live feed for those that are on their own. So he's asked us if we could do something for him anyway. But welcome to Life on Board Amy Jo. We've got another cruising vlog for you. So what have we got in store for them this week, Chris?
Well, today we're cruising from Cow Lane Bridge to Cheshire Cat at Christleton, and I can actually join them for once because it's a Saturday and I'm off. And I'm going to take the little pocket thingy here, and if I do any videoing, Steve might put it on if it's good enough. If it's not, it won't get shown.
Yeah, well, as you've seen, Chris is pretty dab hand with this little pocket camera. She's better at it than me, so I dare say there'll be some clips there for you.
We'll see.
So we'll see. We'll be cruising again with Gary on Chugabug, so you'll see plenty of shots of Gary again and Chugabug himself. So if you're ready, make yourself comfortable. If you've got a drink to hand, have that ready, and enjoy this week's cruise. Our trip today took us 2.4 miles and took 3 hours and 11 minutes to complete. We traversed 5 locks, being Hall Lane Lock, Chemistry Lock, Tarvin Road Lock, Greenfield Lock, and finally Christleton Lock. It's time to move. It's time to move off out of Chester now. We've been here just under 2 weeks. Both Gary and I are getting itchy feet now, so we're moving. We're going to move through 5 locks today, and then we're going to stop at the Cheshire Cat. There's Gary behind us. He's going to follow. He loves to follow rather than lead. So there we go. And guess who's joining us for the cruise today?
And I might attempt some more pocket DJI stuff. I don't know yet.
Yeah. Up ahead is our first lock of the day, Hall Lane Lock, and we've got Ian with us today. Now, those of you that follow Robbie Cumming on his BBC series will recognise Ian, as he appeared in one of the episodes. Ian has gracefully offered to help us up through the locks today, so we're looking forward to that.
Very closely going past that hotel boat, as Steve wasn't looking where he was going, and he was playing with technology and nearly careered straight into the back of it. One of the reasons I like going along the canal is being a woman. I like to be nosy. So I like looking at all the different flats and all the houses. And one thing that has popped up on this canal recently is a new hotel. I think it's called Moxie. I've seen it from the other side, but I've never seen it from the canal side yet. There we go.
Some people call it a blot on the canal.
Just a bit square boxy.
Yeah.
Perhaps that's why it's called Moxie. To go with box.
An eyesore as well, though.
But very handy next to Waitrose there. We'll have to try it one day if they do meals. That's it. Steve's coming into the lock. Smudge is in his normal position, tied to a bollard so that I can help with the gates.
Now in the first lock, which is Hall Lane Lock, there's the water tower that we saw before, and just coming into the lock now is Chugabug. Well, fancy meeting you here.
Yeah, hello. That confused me a bit because when I was coming to it, he shot one of the gates. And I thought, where's Steve gone? See the water tower in the distance as well. Another Chester landmark, if you like. Sorry, Steve.
And there's Ian, a local celebrity now. He's appeared on Robbie Cummings' BBC series just recently. well known, and he was telling me when he came down here that people were stopping him saying, "Are you Ian from Robbie Cummins' TV series?" So he's a bit embarrassed by his fame, bless him. Well, we're just approaching Chemistry Lock now. The lock is against us, so Ian and Chris have gone on ahead and they're setting the lock. Gary on Chugabug at the back there is hovering like I am, waiting for the lock.
The lock's emptying.
Coming back now past Home Bargains and the big Audi. It's quite handy here, and just over here behind Young Smudge there's a couple of bollards, and you can roar up there and go and do some shopping, or you can wait until you get above the lock, and there's some lovely moorings there once they've finished the towpath works. But Young Smudge back up in his usual spot, isn't you, babe? He loves it up there, as you know. So he's staying with me on the boat on this one, because with the towpath out it's going to be really difficult trying to work with him and get around the towpath, so Chris is just going to go on her own for this one.
Very interesting, because we're on the boat. The only way to get off is really safely, if Smudge comes out the way, is before. It's just about here. But as you can see, they have closed the towpath completely. Very helpful for boaters, that is. Well, can walk back up the bridge, but let's get ready for muddy feet. Yeah, there's their workboat. Be a nice towpath when it's finished. More for the cyclists, I think, than the boaters, but hey ho, that's what happens. But I can see a gap through the gate, so that could be that the lock is in our favour. The sun has come out on us. Fantastic. And even better, there's Ian talking to somebody else. And there's another boat there waiting to come in the lock, so that makes it easiest for us all round.
That's it, Gary's just bringing the boat in. This is Tarvin Lock. Ian up there is ready to shut the gates behind us. Working well today, the lad.
Hello.
Hello. He's got Chris helping him, but Ian's doing the bulk of the work. So, and he wouldn't have it any other way. He loves working the locks, does Ian, and he's done so for...
He likes closing the gates on boats.
Yeah, he did close one of the gates on Gary as he was coming out, but that's an error. We'll let him have that one. There's Ian, folks. Whoop, hang on.
Oh, nearly got you.
That was close.
I shut that gate for them. It's like bumping cars down here.
So yeah, there they are. Chris is working the lock on the our side. Ian's working the lock on the other side. And bless him, Smudge, not happy in the lock. He doesn't like the locks. We've just managed to get Chris off the boat by that fence, and she's now going up. There's one gate partly open. Excuse me while I throttle back. We're in the next lock. Gary's coming under the bridge and he's going to join us in the lock in a minute. Chris is going to pull us in, well, she's doing her best to. I'm just going to give her a bit of a hand. Gary's arrived, Ian's arrived rather, so he's now helping. Gary got caught by that bywash. If you remember on our last vlog when we were coming up into Chester, Gary struggled to try and step off that little landing. But with Chris, I managed to get Chris off back at the fence there, so Gary's able to come straight in. Smudge has come to have a look as well. And of course we're now doing what vloggers do best, filming each other. This is Greenfield lock. This is the third of our locks today. And blessed with dry weather today. He's really thankful for that. Chris and Ian up on the paddles again, doing the work. They're working well together, the pair of them. So it's making our job a lot easier. Yeah, what a difference that sun makes, eh? Said this on the last vlog, didn't I? Brings all the colours out on the bushes. Some lovely oranges there and the green of this ivy. It's quite a pretty little lock, this one. Quite like Greenfield lock. And the cottage there.
lorry, wasn't it? Yeah, a lorry and a bike.
Yeah, it's from Chugabug.
It was one of, I work with two nephews. So it's obviously brain, leaves on the brain, and I think he broke his back. There's Steve in there. He's actually got a smudge on the back for a change. Only because the towpaths were a bit rubbish. Water rushing between the boats. Could get all your washing dry in that. Might be a bit brown though by the time you finish. Quite like this look. I like all the little houses that are by it. And another one of the little log store things. She had a leg amputated at 86. So at that age, she couldn't look after herself.
Yeah.
And she couldn't have a prosthetic leg or anything like that. So she lasted about a year in her own home. And then we just
Getting
said,
food and getting everything, isn't it? You know what I mean?
so we said no. She was back in hospital, dehydration, she wasn't eating.
Yeah.
But now she's got Alzheimer's as well, so she's in the best place.
Right,
She's happy. You noisy little boy, Smudge.
What's the ball? What's the dog's ball?
Can't have it.
Well, that's it. That's the last of the locks done. That's Christleton lock. As you can see, Gary's behind there. And we're now going to stop just after this smudge. We're now going to stop just after the bridge to fill up with water. And then it's a short cruise down to the Cheshire Cat where we're going to moor up for the night. Well, that's it. Gary and I have now filled up with water and spent a half hour washing the hoses down because it's ever so muddy on the towpath here. But we're now going to move down. We've got 2 bridges to go through and then we're going to moor up at the Cat. But what a glorious day now. The sun's out. I've only got my coat on because it's cold. It's quite chilly, but otherwise not bad at all. It's been a good day. It's been a good cruise as well, actually. So now we're going to go and see if we can find a mooring spot down at the Cheshire Cat. Well, it wouldn't be a cruise if we didn't have rain. And sure enough, the heavens have opened up and it's spitting with rain. Sun's still shining though, but it is starting to look a bit black over Bill's mum's that way.
Well, that's it for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yep.
And over to you now, whatever you're going to say.
Yeah, well, I've got to put another reminder with all these live feeds going about. There's so many people starting to do them now. But our one, don't forget, on the 23rd of December, 7 p.m. UK time, there's the four of us, four go narrowboat in all, the four amigos as we're now known. We'll be doing another live feed for you. And as I've said before, we've got two special guests joining us on this one. Fran and Rich from Floating Our Boat vlog, and the king himself, David Johns from Cruising the Cut. So we're really looking forward to meeting these guys on the live feed. So something well worth sitting up and watching. It'll be the usual banter, non-scripted, no idea what we're going to be doing. We'll probably be talking loads of rubbish, but hey ho, who cares? It's just
Christmas.
A bit of fun. It's Christmas. Yeah. So that's it, folks. If you enjoy the vlogs, of course, I hope you've subscribed to them. And
give us a thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this particular vlog. And of course, hit the bell icon if you want to know when we do our next one. And as I've said it before, it's totally free, doesn't cost you a penny. Just a little bit of time and a little bit of pressure on that mouse button. That's all you need to do. So until next. Oh, yeah, and if you want to see what we got up to after this cruise, we did another live feed.
Oh yeah, forgot about that one.
We had a bow camera set up on the bow of Amy Jo, and we cruised from the Cheshire Cat into Tatton Hall Marina. It's about 2 hours long, and I got the audio sorted out this time, albeit a little bit quiet. So if you're bored and you want to be even more bored, pop along to the live feed vlog and have a look at that. I think
I
you'll
was at
enjoy
work
it.
that day.
Chris was at
I have
work.
nothing to do with it.
Okay, folks, well, that's enough rumbling on from us now. So stay safe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time on Life on Board Amy Jo.
Bye.
Bye.